Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of a Let's Play Factorio .17 Experimental. We're going to do it, guys. I've been talking about it for about 30 episodes now. We're finally going to set up our proper circuit making. In fact, to commit to it, I'm starting things off by smashing our current circuit setup, which is also killing our ability to transmit power around over here. So let's make sure that's all hooked up and good to go. We have, in the last episode, I did go and hook up all this copper setup, and I made sure to drain all the old copper out of this, so there's nothing left in there. So all the copper is coming out of here, and right now it's big backlogged, but, and that's not even connected, but things are going to change pretty rapidly as we get our circuitry going on. Stone's going well. I've cleared up a few more bases over here, setting up a few more forward vanguards, just to prevent some more of those issues. A few more of our, power cables over here have some turrets near them as well to make sure that's a little bit less of an issue. And then over here too, I've got a wall of more forward bastions just guarding that. I mean, this was doing okay, but there's a possibility we'll have to expand in some of this space or do something or just be worried about it. I mean, in practice, I think we're mostly going to expand that way, but we'll see. Anyway, bots are working here. I actually did turn off the mass spamming of bots right now. We've got 1,600 logistics bots and 800 construction bots. Actually, if anything, I think we might continue. Something's being destroyed. Really? Maybe because our construction bots are so busy they're not being reloaded. I'm not too worried about that. I think it'll be okay, but maybe I'll keep the construction bots going. We're good in logistics. I think a lot of the construction bots may have been getting destroyed along the way. I think this is our last research on just blue. I'd stopped it for a while just to preserve resources, but I'm going to kick it on now. Yeah, it's fine. We'll have to make sure we get our green circuits up soon enough. That's going to be okay. This is the construction bots, right? Yeah, so I'm going to get you to keep producing construction bots. Man, they are kind of tearing through here a fair bit. I think it's going to be fine. If our construction bots just weren't completely busy tearing things apart right now, they'd be going and replacing some bits fairly effectively. I don't think it's a problem with getting power down there. I see some of our construction bots are getting killed along the way, especially as they sit there and try to do repairs. Maybe I should give them a little bit of a hand, just for now. See, that's not actually connected by power either. Can I get around here? Oh, yeah. So maybe yeah, see, this is no power. Okay, that's what's going on here. By cutting our, the lines that we were doing for the circuitry, yeah, none of this is powered up. Let me make sure this is running. I'm going to clear you. Plop you here, and then there. There's a temporary brownout. Yeah, see, now you've got power here. Yeah, that's it. These guns weren't working. Now someone's going to have to go and plop down a new gun, which should happen, but I may have to run out there. Okay, these are okay. Is that just from here? Yeah, they went and, well, some of them went through, and some of them are still there. Gosh darn it. I know, serious language here. Stupid-ass aliens. Why do they gotta be so poopy? I mean, maybe they plowed through there anyway. I'm surprised this power grid, yeah, it's going yellow from time to time as it's charging mass bots. Yeah, there's another dead construction bot over there. Okay, you've encountered that. This guy's still chewing at the wall and generally being annoying. There you go. All that for that. But it does point out it might be handy to have another line of cable running over here. There you go. To sort of wrap down my base in a couple of different ways. All right, that'll get replaced. That's going to be fine. I got a dead radar over here, which is also okay. Power is in the green now. Yeah, so when the lasers fire and when the bots are charging, it definitely dips our power down. But for now, we're okay. And at some point, we will mass solar panel. Are you still haven't deconstructed all this? Are you going to tell me you're out of, like, yellow storage or something? I mean, it's possible. If I go and just ask for some, because some are getting made, it's possible there's just nowhere to store this stuff. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So if someone wants to deliver some yellow storage to me, I guess it's because we're picking up everything that was on there as well. So that's part of it. And yeah, we're going to run low on greens if we don't fix this up soon. Greens and reds, but mostly it's the greens. It's going to come and crush our little bitty economy here. Come to me, bots. Deliver on to me. There's some storage. Oh, there's the yellows. Yeah. Thump, 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 thump. And then what we're going to do is something like that. Heck. Tons of storage space for mass deconstruction. And then, yeah, we'll try to put in some requesters later on to get this running. I'm going to go ahead and cancel that job. Technically, I can go and research more follower robot count, but I'm not using follower robots, so I'm not going to do that because we'll save a little bit of material along the way. There we go. Say, oh, those are my construction bits, actually. We'll grab some of those back. All right. So now you should go back to tearing this apart, right? Oh, not all of it's in construction range anymore. That's the other thing that I did here by trashing some of these roboports. What I'm going to do here is do that, which should be a fairly nice new pattern to build on. There we are. And make sure that just gets covered. And then we'll actually have to extend to the other side as well. We should probably do some cliff deconstruction here too, actually. Let's do this. And yeah, I will move this power cable like that. And yeah, see, the power doesn't even go and connect all through here. There's a bunch of weird gaps in our network. It tends to happen. It's surprising how many times you find out that all your power is routing through one teeny tiny little thing, and that disconnecting it like destroys your entire power network. I'm gonna plop it on this side over here. Okay, done. So yeah, we're not even using all our construction bots, and actually we're up to over 1,000 now. That went pretty quick, but we'll be happy to have it. Tons of storage for this. Come on, clean it up. And do the cliff explosives for me. All right, I don't remember. Did I import some circuitry plans? Yeah. So this is a fairly common, a denser green circuit build and very repeatable build than what I do. Now, this works really well if you're going to go for a long system, which I'm not sure ours is going to be really long, but it is going to be a little bit more dense than the setup I normally do. Oh, there's a yellow version, but we'll do the one with the red. It's more stackable. We may not use it all, but it'll be okay. Now, the question is, do I want to do the green over here, or do I want to do the green as far over to the left as possible? And I think, actually, that is the correcter way. Let's do that. Have to make sure to leave some room for some other stuff down here. But yeah, I'm going to go, I guess, and then the problem is the copper. Well, we're already running some copper backwards. I think I'll just keep running copper backwards. And it'll also set us up nicely. Later on, we're going to need like ludicrous amounts of copper for the circuits. What we might do is get a dedicated train station set up specifically for that. Why are you guys moving so slowly? It's like you don't have a charge. But this is on the electrical network. You have 0 power, but why aren't you charging here? Buh? Buh? I'm confused. Oh, okay. So yeah, you're gonna flow this way, and we'll get you positioned right here to dodge some of the existing stuff. And yeah, you stack. These are all with blue, so they'll work a little bit faster. So we can probably stack to here. and more. And you know what? Actually, I will go and move that and put a new radar down over there. Yeah, this direction, and like that. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll make sure, I mean, we don't strictly need logistics covering over this, but let's make sure it all connects up over here too. Plus, it's just going to be convenient if I happen to be standing over here. So that's done. Materially, we're short on blue assemblers, but they're being made right now, so that's going to be okay. Everything else is fine. So where do our circuits run? Right along here. So this line right over here, this is where the green circuits are going to be going. So if I grab, there we go, the other side of this, like this, and do something like that, and like that. Nope. Oh shit. What? Oh! What did I do? Stop. That could have been really annoying. I don't need any of these explosives. Or that, or that. So that can all be carted away, thank you. There we go. And they already have, there's not any explicit balance on that. I know. I'll throw on a little something like that, just in case there's any disparity between the lanes for some reason. Okay. Now you're still waiting for many things to be delivered. You're going to want iron over here. Now, I don't know if you're going to need one or two, but we'll see. And we do have some iron flowing backwards, right? Right up over here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to steal that for now. And then see how it goes. Most likely this will not be anywhere close to enough. Actually have to skip to here because in theory this could be more stuff. And what I'll do here is I'll just split you this way, although I guess there's already a splitter over there, so I'll just run that. So you're going to start to comb in. You can see they use some undergrounds and various things like this to be able to support things, and then lots of copper on the outside. Which right now we've got this one line. What we'll certainly have to do is run a lot more copper out here. But let me just get it going so that we kind of have a vague idea of what we're looking at. And then we'll go and bring more lines over here. Something like that. I mean, how much we need exactly is mostly going to be a question of how many vertical stacks of this pattern did we use and how much throughput does it actually need for all that. Boom. But this is set up to be able to pull off a huge throughput. There we go. Power just actually connected. Potentially thanks to this. What I'll do is I'll get another connection, say over here, just to make sure. But that is now starting to make green circuits for us. But I'm willing to bet, yeah, if we go to the bottom here, you can see the copper is not coming anywhere close to reaching that. Still, we're back to making green circuits, which is important so that, you know, this is still running. Let's get some more copper over here. Now, I have a whole extra, like, just line of copper not doing anything. We might be concerned over here at some point if we start delivering iron via train instead of smelting where it is going to be important that we keep track of where this bus here might be. So I was doing this as a placeholder, but I guess my bots are going to come and fill this in, which I suppose is not the end of the world. So yeah, I guess I can run another copper line here, although it's going to be directly adjacent to the current bus, which is not exactly where I like to position things normally, but I guess it's going to be okay. And yeah, what's probably going to happen later on is somewhere over here, there's going to be some sort of train station dropping off massive amounts of iron and copper. I mean, I guess it depends a little bit on how exactly mega basey we're going to be going. You know, like, really, if in a sense, if you have one machine making electronic circuits, that will theoretically be enough to make your whole base. I mean, it'll take you 1,000,000 years. So the only question is, like, a question of speed and scale. How fast you want it to go exactly. But, you know, faster is better. And in Factorio, you need so much of it that if you don't, like, if you don't scale up pretty dramatically, you're just never, ever, ever going to finish. I guess this could have also been some undergroundy stuff. And in a sense, we are going to want it to skip these bus connections over here, like that. All right, and this is somewhat shared here. Let's tweak this. Even that's not going to be enough throughput, though. We sort of want to prioritize the copper going south, because that's where we need a lot more of it. And then what I'll just do is leech off of this to our battery production. So what's going to happen here is we are going to fully saturate the right side. Well, again, I don't even know if that's entirely accurate, but we'll mostly saturate the right side. The left side's going to be pretty starved out, but at least, you know, it's going to be better than what we had before. And we can just keep pumping more copper into this system to get more and more of it. And yeah, while we may not move the iron production somewhere else, because first of all, this can still scale up a lot, and secondly, like, this could all become more iron production if we want. We could split in a variety of different ways from there, especially if we landfill over here. Then we have a lot more flexibility about moving this stuff. We might need more steel as well, but copper, I think, will get made. I am currently, well, once we get, you know, our circuits going in here again, and once we got stone again, we're going to be making a whole bunch of electric furnaces, and that'll be used mostly for copper, because I think our iron situation is going to be fine there, but we'll see. We'll see. And we will need to dump, like, stupid amounts of copper over here. We might actually leave this copper here just for the bus, in which case that's way more than the bus needs. But I don't know. And then get a whole other thing just for our circuit handling. So I want to be ready to make more green than this, because we are going to need quite a bit. I don't know if I actually want the bots to place anything down, though. So, if I were... because I don't know if I can just have just as a placeholder. Because, okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I'm lined up here. Okay, so if we do something like that, so if we start our red on the other side of this, there's room for another row of this green. Now, this might not actually be enough for the full end game. But then, you know, we can always say, okay, well, what we're going to do is we're just going to deconstruct this and then have a, you know, rail accessed place. So once you got bots, it makes it pretty okay. All right, now red circuit. Did I copy one of those? I don't think I did, and I should. because people do a pretty good job. There's a cool octagonal layout, which I've done before by hand to start off with, but I can't be arsed to do it again. I want a sort of stackable red circuit, something other, tileable, 2 tiles. Yeah, okay, let's copy this one. I mean, I don't know if this is the ideal, but so I'm on the Factorio print site. I'm going to import this. There you go, add it to my blueprint book. And so we're going to go and do something over here. And this is supposed to be tileable, which is relatively handy. We are correct in thinking that the red circuits... Where do they come out? I think they flow down the right side here. Yeah, which I guess is fine. Okay. So we'll plop down a couple of those. These are all set up for the production circuits as well. No, hold on. Keep hitting space to try to pause, but it's not that kind of game. This might be copper input over here. Or is it the output going down? But then they're both going up. You're trying to grab from here. And this is copper coming... Oh, the other way around. No, yeah. I want this blueprint to be the other way around. Cancel. Yes. More like this. So I'll just put down the 1. But yeah, this is going to be copper. So you're going to do that. And then I think... Is there another bus after this? No, I guess not. Now, the red by itself doesn't need that much copper, except in the sense that it's going to consume a bunch of green circuits, which need a ton of copper. That's not what I want to do. Should be ready for future busing. Coming down here, and then we need plastics and green probably on this bit over here. Yeah, I think they have it. The person who made the blueprint, I think it comes in here, splits off here, goes all the way around. Yeah, I think the idea is to get plastics and green right there. I guess I'll do it on the other side. Like that. And like this. Okay, that thing is fine. It's not a real attack I'm concerned about. Okay. And then plastics are right over there. That and like that. You're waiting for power. Done. Ooh, they even included lights in here. Fancy. Yeah, we need more power projection soon, but oh, this is the old these are all assembly machine 3s, which are not needed for this. There we go. So I'll actually grab this, do this, actually save it in there. This is this one. Red octo. And I need to change the label. There's a way to change the icon. know it. Anyway, that's fine. I think this will be fairly stackable. We could check some of the numbers to see how much it could actually support. I'm not sure if it can go all the way here. We can always trim back as needed. That, I think, is straight. There. Good, good, good. That's charging. Things are being blopped down over here. Oh, right. We never actually completed the copper. Like, why isn't anything being crafted yet? Yeah, that would be why. Come through the other side, get grabbed, go in, start putting copper wire down. Actually, I guess you don't put it down, it all gets long reached. Is this actually going to produce it quickly enough? Yeah, okay, they're starting to hit now. All right. Right, I guess everything's grabbing its, like, X seconds worth of production. Or X number of production cycles. This is where our red circuits get on here. And yeah, as this gets built, we'll see if it's flowing through all the way down to the bottom or not. Like, how much can we stack and not have it run dry? Do we have all the materials we need? Oh, right. Except that this all thinks it wants the yellows. And yeah, we might stuff this full of production modules later on. Oopsie daisy. I think all I smashed there is this. Hang on, I'm confused. Okay, this is the bad one. And that one. There you go. Okay. I forgot that the one in my inventory was still the wrong version. Boom. And yeah, starting to get production modules might be really nice, actually. I mean, they consume tons of circuits to make. Right here. Or that's efficiency. Was that loaded with efficiency modules? Not productivity? Maybe you can't put it in there? Oh, I missed you. Let's get that. You're just waiting for some more cableage to come down. So far, the stacking seems fine. It looks like we can continue to extend this, actually. It's getting a little dry over here, but it might be a little bit of just backlog of loading. I don't know. This looks like it might sort of be hitting a limit. Copper's fine. Well, actually, no, I don't know. Oh, look at how they keep flowing back a few to this ways. That's kind of sexy. It looks to me like we can extend this a bit more. That might be the limit. I don't know. But then what I'm going to do is I am going to copy this and put it right next. Just going to line it up. Hold on. There it is. Line it up this way and walk over so it is actually lined, and paste that in there. Because while the inputs are okay, clearly we're not ending up with a fully saturated red output here. We need a lot more reds than this. Let's actually hug it right here. Make some overlap, but I want to make sure that it's reaching down here okay. Okay. So that should come through. Materially... Oh, we are missing some undergrounds and some other things, but it should be okay. That's a heck of an attack. Got some extra conventional weaponry down there just to make sure. All right, should be all right. And yeah, so I'll do another one of these. This lined up, looks like it was a little higher. I guess I could do it just by counting. Oh, I had you going a little lower. Okay, not the exact distance of a bus width, but that's okay. And so here, a little of this. Oops, didn't actually line things up. Let me fix this then. Split, split. Come down that way. And then for plastic, this, that. Come down there. And then we need copper. Nope. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Jump over this. And nope. Did it again. Lined it up wrong. What am I looking for? This thing. Doom, doom. Like that. And it's possible to find out, like, yeah, we're just tapping too much copper off of this, which at some point will almost certainly be the case. Although I don't think the red. I think the reds will fill up with the copper pretty quickly, so it'll be okay. It is interesting that we're having trouble producing enough over here, and it's just mostly because our gear production's not quick enough to keep up the pace. I mean, it doesn't happen that often that we drain that completely. Partially is because these blueprints, as a result of being very dense, are using a lot of undergrounds and a lot of splitters to get the job done. Reds are coming in. They are fully filling up the bar right now, and it is kind of expected to me that we're not getting anywhere close to actually filling up the red at this time. Hang on a sec. Let me move this forward like this. Do a little one of these. Can we jam this in? Not quite. Or maybe, actually. Maybe I had enough room. Nope. I just want to lane balance these two, and then do that. There we are. So the production from both sources of red over here will get lane balanced onto the one. But the problem is when we're making them blue, and this is where one of these things, like the current setup, probably won't scale anywhere close to what we need. We shall see. Now, blue needs sulfuric acid, right? I think. So we're going to need to get a belt full or a pipe full of sulfuric acid. Don't move me like that. Guess it's for etching the circuit board. Kind of makes sense. Oh, hold on. I just noticed that the lubricant had made a bend here, so probably my sulfuric acid line should also make a bend here. Maybe I'll do it right here. So, there we go. There's some sulfuric acid. Actually, is it? Yeah. Make a little bend. Oh, we need more pipes, more underground. and more straight. A couple hundred of the straight, maybe. It's nice when you can get a few more logistic slots and just really keep everything you need. This wall doesn't need to exist anymore. In fact, you know, while it's sort of nice to have a little bit of redundant protection, it's really not important. And, oops, by doing this, what we're going to do is free up some walls for, like, replacements of things that get destroyed, because I don't know if our wall production is really up there. So yeah, sulfuric acid. Over the pipes, I do. So I'm just going to, just in the interest of keeping things moving here. There. Done. So I guess we have to put a cut in here. This has been going on quite long. We're gonna get some blue circuits set up in the next episode, and that will be a huge jump forward in terms of the tech that we can produce. And yeah, why all this setup for the blue circuits is because the blue circuits needs 20 electronic circuits per blue circuit. It's crazy. The green circuits, we're just going to consume 1 million of them. So even though this is more than enough to fully saturate this, it's not even going to come close to what we need for blue circuits, which is also why blue circuits effectively consume so much copper, because it's indirectly, because it's from the green, but it is there. So we don't need a ton of red, as it turns out. Just a little bit of red. So this will probably be okay. What might happen, there might not be enough throughput on this little bus over here. So one of the reasons I left a nice gap here is because we might just belt a bunch of extra greens and reds on a separate set of belts over here, not part of the bus, just so that there's enough throughput for the blues. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave room for plenty of expansion. In fact, we may end up moving the reds over here, because I'm going to put the blues way over here, giving us lots of room for green and or red. What is this? Okay. And the reds too. I guess when I moved over here, but this hadn't actually been set up properly, because it wasn't really being a bus before. I'll do this as well, although the blues won't really be on it here, most likely. Okay. Yeah, we'll put a cut in here, and I'll get the blue circuit production being made. Luckily, that is really, really simple. Really, really simple. The only thing is, because this picks up 20 greens, you sort of don't want to do a half and half belt with greens and reds. You want a full belt of green, and then like long reach over to red or something like that. So, folks, thanks for watching. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.